Hello. This video is going to review the diminishing marginal utility interactive graph concepts pertaining to looking at comparing two or more products at various price points and utility levels, marginal utility levels. So this third question set in the interactive graph video is looking at marginal utility between two items, X and Y. So you have two items, right? But you're purchasing some quantity of those items. And you have some marginal utility of some product A, and you have some marginal utility of some product B. Now, when you're purchasing these items, I'm going to pull the information from the interactive graph itself. It says you have two items, A and B, and they have the same marginal utility. The marginal utility from this data is showing marginal utility of the first item is 22, 18, 14, 10, 6, 2, -2, and -6. So it's saying you have a lot of utility from that first item, right? That first piece of pizza you buy, you get a lot of utility out of it. It really fills you up. That second pizza, maybe not so much, right? It fills you up some more, but not as much as that first. Until you get to some point here where that next slice of pizza is actually starting to make you sick, and then really sick, right? And it's saying that between these two items, in this particular problem, the two have the exact same marginal utility. Now, how do we compare these two items? Because they're saying the product, in this say product X or product A here, has a price of $1, where product B has a price of $2. Alright, actually, I think that it says X, and then this one's Y in terms of this problem. How do we compare these two items at different price points? Well, we have to look at what we call the marginal utility per dollar. So the marginal utility per dollar spent of X, as well as the marginal utility per dollar spent for Y. Well, zero division, right? Marginal utility divided by the cost. How much does it cost? 22 divided by 1 is simply 22. If you want to do this in Excel, it's going to be 22 divided by the cost. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this cell so that way when I fill down, all these will be divided by 1. And so you see the exact marginal utility is marginal utility per dollar. The same thing here would be marginal utility divided by the cost. And again, I'm going to lock this cell so it's divided by 2. So 22 divided by 2 is 11. And so on, so that we reach 9, 7, 5, 3, 1, and so on. So what they're saying is you have some budget, some amount of money that you can spend, right? And in this situation, you have $10 to spend. And it's asking you what's the quantity of X you're going to purchase, and what's the quantity of Y you want to purchase, and how much will that cost? Well, we're going to say in this equation here, just so you can see what I'm actually writing, right? I'm going to put the equation as saying it's equal to, parentheses, it's the quantity times price. So it's the quantity here, quantity times price. So quantity of X times the price of X plus the quantity of Y times the price of Y. So now to do it in Excel, it's equal to the quantity of X times the price of X plus the quantity of Y times the price of Y. You'll see it's 0, right? Because we haven't purchased anything yet. Now the way we compare these two items is we look at the marginal utility per dollar. Right? This is the data we want to look at here. This is how we compare two disparate items. So what will we purchase first? Well, we purchase that which provides us the most marginal utility per dollar spent. That obviously is this right here. So we purchase 1 of X. Next, we would purchase 18. 18 provides us the next highest marginal utility. So we provide 2. And so on. So this 14 we would purchase. So it would be 3 of X. And then, wait, this next x has 10 marginal utility, whereas the first y provides us 11 marginal utility. We'd purchase the first of y. After such, between 10 and 9, 10. So we'd add another x. Well, the next highest marginal utility is this y at 9. And then so on between 6 and 7. 7 is the next highest marginal utility per dollar spent. Provides us 3. So now we can see that we spent $10 out of our $10 budget by purchasing 4 of x and 3 of y. Now what would happen if, say, we had a smaller budget, a budget of $5? Well, we spent too much now, right? So let's go reverse, right? We can say, okay, we would not purchase this one, right? And so we'd only purchase 2 here. And then we won't purchase this one because it's 9, so we'd only purchase 1. And then our next 10 would be the next one, and we have 3. And now we've spent $5 by purchasing 3 of x and 1 of y. So we can also look at saying, okay, we have $20 now, but we changed the price. X now costs $4, whereas y still costs $2. How will we spend our $20? Well, let's look at what provides us the most marginal utility. $11, that's our most marginal utility per dollar spent. So we definitely buy 1 of y. Well, this $9 is the next highest marginal utility, so we buy that one as well. $7 is the next highest marginal utility, so we buy that. After which comes $6. We purchase 1 of x. And then 5 and 5, they both are the same, so we purchase both equally. So we have 2 and 4. And then comes this $4. So we purchase 3. And there we spent $20, right? When x is equal to $4 and y is equal to $2, we would purchase 3 of x and 4 of y to maximize our satisfaction. I'll be posting this Excel sheet online as well under Materials and Resources, along with my worksheet for the interactive graph review. If you have any questions, feel free to email or post to the discussion board.